They actually gave Michael Jordan a trophy for reaching 30,000 points.
What impact has a statistical place in the NBA have on you? Well, that never drove me. I mean, the stats only add up when you put forth the effort and you don't worry about it. You know, good things happen to the people that work hard. If I sit here and play for the stats, I would have been retired in '93. Or I still probably be chasing Will Chamberlain all the time, you know, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all the time schooling me. I mean, that doesn't drive me. I mean, sure, I mean, it defines to some extent for people who don't know me, you know, 20 years from now, will never know who Michael Jordan really is. But based on the stats, he must have been pretty decent.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Well, I'm waiting for your fucking response. Are you just not gonna say anything no more?
Tighten up, fuck niggas.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the Friday night exposure with the Exposer. We are going live straight off of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Y'all know how we do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a member of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. As you know, we go live every Friday night with the Exposer. I'm Ajani the Exposer. I have another great topic for y'all. As y'all can see, Michael Jordan gave himself a trophy for reaching 30,000 points. Yes, y'all, Michael Jordan gave himself a trophy for reaching 30,000 points. But y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all know we go live every Sunday with the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. But tonight it is the Friday night exposure with the Exposer, where I go live Friday night just for y'all to have one-on-one with me. Today we're gonna discuss Michael Jordan giving himself a trophy and how Michael Jordan fans have truly tarnished Michael Jordan's legacy, and how upset they are now that so many things are coming out about the 90s and the 80s. As you guys know, we are done with the 80s. Shout out the Peak Town podcast for starting up a whole problem for Michael Jordan fans and LeBron haters. They are upset, and we got some videos, and we're going to have the link up for anybody who wants to sit down and have a conversation with me. But again, tonight's show is about Michael Jordan handing himself a trophy. Yes, y'all, Michael Jordan did give himself a trophy. We all know that LeBron James was ridiculed, or his fans were ridiculed, for celebrating 40,000 points hit. Okay, yes, LeBron James hit 40,000 points. And we were ridiculed for that. We were ridiculed for saying that LeBron James is great for that. But here it is. Michael Jordan himself was out here he wanted a trophy for himself. This guy is a special human being, and his fans are special at that. So thank you again for joining me on a Friday night, because it is the Friday night exposure with the Exposer. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, there are some games on the slate tonight, so you can check it out on the ticker. The ticker down there. My Heat are actually playing right now. There's some good games going on, and the Lakers are playing later. The LeBron is not playing. The GOAT is not playing. But it is a Friday night, y'all, so thank you for joining me. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We are the GOAT James Kingdom channel. All right, I'm Ajani the Exposer. Thank you again for joining me. So as I stated before, we're going to talk about Michael Jordan giving himself a trophy. The man legitimately gave himself a trophy. This is hilarious. Yes, Michael Jordan gave himself a trophy, and this is why I'm going to say Michael Jordan gave himself a trophy. Because Michael Jordan, from my understanding, was the team president of the Washington Wizards and / part owner of the Washington Wizards. So how the hell did they come up with a whole celebration, a trophy, and everything for Mike? How did they do that? Why does Michael Jordan, and let's see what they put on the actual trophy. Hold on, y'all. They put it on the trophy. Look what it says on the trophy. Look what it says right there. Michael Jordan, 30,000 points versus the Bulls. Versus the Bulls. He rubbed it in on them. You can't tell me Michael Jordan did not have no say-so in this. He is the team president. He is a team exec. He's a team owner. There's no way they were doing this without Michael Jordan knowing this was going to happen. And you MJ fans who love to talk to us about not being able to know what happened back then, Things are coming out now about what was going on back then that you guys never thought would come out. Because the internet is not a safe place for nobody. And Michael Jordan is not absolved from this. So Michael Jordan created his own trophy. Look at the size of this trophy. This is like an NBA championship trophy Michael Jordan created for himself. Look at him. Look at him trying to finesse his way to owning a team just to get fired. This is what Michael Jordan fans don't want to talk about. If stats don't matter, why is Michael Jordan sitting here celebrating reaching 30,000 points, which didn't put him in anywhere but the 30,000 club? He was the 4th player to do it. Karl Malone reached 30,000 points faster than Michael Jordan. And y'all supposed to say this guy was dominating his era in scoring when the guy who got drafted, I think a year after him, ended up passing him in scoring before his career was over? So again, what are y'all talking about when y'all say this man doesn't like the stats? We heard him just now in the comments. I mean, in the thing when he just said, I wouldn't have retired in '93 if I was chasing the stats. You were chasing the stats. That's why you came back in 2003. You came back in 2003 because you knew you needed to get to 30,000. You needed 30K to reach Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was your problem then. It wasn't championships because Kareem had 6. Bill Russell had 11. That was not, you didn't have to worry about that. You had to worry about Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was your problem. And only thing that was holding Michael Jordan down versus Wilt Chamberlain was the fact that he couldn't get to 30,000. When he retired in '98, he only had 29,000 points. So what did Michael Jordan do? He returned to the game. And now he has 30,000 points and a trophy to go with it. The man, and he made his own trophy. This man did a Ted DiBiase out here. He created his own trophy for a stat. For a stat, y'all. For a longevity stat at that. Like we keep telling y'all, Michael Jordan has longevity. Playing 15 years over 1,000 games is longevity. So Michael Jordan was out here celebrating. Who you think brought that banner in? Michael Jordan paid for that. And the Washington Wizards and gave it to the fans. This is what they were doing, man. This is what y'all don't understand. I remember this because I remember being at the Heat game when they retired Michael Jordan's jersey in Miami. I remember being there. I went there with my whole family. We were there like a dozen Haitians. They were all wearing Michael Jordan jerseys. I was the only one wearing a Miami Heat jersey. I was wearing a Caron Butler jersey. I love Caron Butler back then. Shout out to Caron Butler. You know what I'm saying? And my Heat. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This man was celebrated for just nothing. I mean, nothing. He was crying in the All-Star game. Crying because, I mean, Mariah Carey was kind of looking good, and she was definitely doing her thing singing. But this man was crying at an All-Star game. How did he know he was going to get fired? How did he know that was going to be his last season? We didn't know that was going to be his last season. We never know if it's going to be Michael Jordan's last season. We've heard that in 93, since 93. So this man out here celebrating. This man is literally out. Look at this. Again, there goes the trophy against the Chicago Bulls. January 4th of 2002. This man rubbed his nose in Jerry Krause's face. Basically telling Jerry Krause, you could have had this celebration in Chicago, but nah, you have it here in my home. I own this team. This is my team. I'm going to win a championship. This is the start of 2002 when he first came back. So this is what we're seeing. This is what Michael Jordan was talking about. And look at all the Jordan fans. Look at them. Look at all of these Jordan fans, right? Can we call them Jordan sexuals? Look at them. Look at them all celebrating 30,000. My man got 10,000 more than that. 10,000 more than that. This is what y'all don't understand, man. So now all of this stuff is coming out. And everybody's talking about it. We all know we done with the 80s. And now we done moved on to the 90s. We done with the 90s. Again, shout out to Mike Peak and Peak Town Podcast for doing what he did, because now y'all are literally in trouble. Because y'all kept telling us it's all about the eye test. Well, if it's all about the eye test, why is it that only Michael Jordan fans' eye test is the eye test that matters? Why can't we say Michael Jordan didn't have a left hand? That's what my eyes see. From the footages that I'm looking at, again, because I told you I never watched 80s basketball. I watched 90s basketball, but I was in my teens. How much do I know about basketball? Do I even understand what I'm looking at? I know about it now. But y'all didn't like this. Y'all didn't like that. Y'all started this. You guys built up Jordan's legacy so high with so many lies and myths that everything is crumbling left and right on y'all. And it is beautiful. We love it here at GOAT James Kingdom. Because again, at the end of the day, all we want to do is talk basketball. I guarantee you now, you want to talk basketball. But now our eye test is telling you how all of that is flawed. It is crazy when we talk about Peak Town, because now I'm seeing everybody talk about Peak Town. Everybody's talking about Mike Peak in his videos. Now he is going super viral. Now they're stealing his videos. He's telling people stop stealing his shit. And y'all should stop stealing this shit. Give that man his props. Go buy his merch. Support, brothers. Support that man. But that man has started a whole problem for these guys. He started a whole situation. The right-hand bandit. Exactly. He's the right-hand bandit. And if you on TikTok, it's the right-hand merchant. I'm going to put the link up, right? Because there's a couple of guys on TikTok, bringing up TikTok, that are upset about this whole thing with people running with this whole we are done with the 80s, we are done with the 90s thing. Shout out to Mike Peak again, bro. You did your thing, bro. You are definitely needed in this basketball conversation. So in the midst of all of this, we got so many people upset. So many people are angry. And one of my favorite TikTokers of all time, all right, had something to say about this. And he's really upset because now they're making videos. Guys are going back. They're looking at videos. They're checking the 90s. They're checking the 80s. They're checking the footage. Y'all thought YouTube wasn't going to exist. Again, we are also on YouTube, so you can also subscribe to the channel. All right, make sure you hit that like button as well, because again, YouTube is only going to grow, and people are going to continue to put up videos that they have, because this stuff is available. Because again, like I always tell y'all, no matter what your eyes see watching the game, the stats tell us more. So don't bring up stats when it's time to talk the conversation. All right, don't bring up stats when it's time to talk this conversation, because you guys always told us it was about the eye test. So your eye test is not the only eye test that matters. All right? It's not the only test that matters. Listen now, this is incredible because listen, ladies and gentlemen, SB Talk Sports, all right, is upset. All right? And he's upset, and y'all can send him the link. Y'all can tell him to pop up here on GOAT James Kingdom tonight, because I told him to show up. Because let's listen to him. Y'all see the theme. Let's listen to what SB has to say about this whole thing about we are done with the 80s.
Find out that Michael Jordan is really just Jaylen Brown with a little more aura.
SB Talk Sports, real takes on faith-based. Let's keep it. I am so sick and tired of seeing these videos of people discrediting young people around my age or younger, discrediting the old era, trying to say people are freaking trash. So you just call Jordan Jaylen Brown. You are dumb. If you go rewatch that video, he just says that with no reason behind it, and all y'all ate that up. And y'all think that's cool. No. If I drop you in the 80s right now with the knowledge you have today, would you not become a billionaire with the knowledge that you have about Bitcoin, about social media, anything like that? Of course you would.
Oh my God.
Stop comparing the time of the past for the time today. It's two different eras of basketball. Because guess what? Everybody today learned from what Jordan did from his time. Please stop.
No, look, please stop, y'all. Please stop. That man is crying. Shut up, SB. I don't hear y'all crying when they were saying Jaylen Brown ain't have a left hand for the last 2 years because they only watched him in the playoffs. I don't never hear y'all stopping these people from talking about how horrible today's NBA is. We never hear y'all talk about how horrible Bill Russell was and how he couldn't score and he wasn't the leader of his team for 11 championships. We never hear y'all go off for that. But now that the pendulum has swung the other way, now the pendulum said, well, let's look at the 80s. Let's look at Magic. Let's go look at Bird, who also have a super nostalgia mixed around them. Let's go look at this 80s style of basketball that y'all praise. Let's go look at this 90s that y'all talking about. And that's what people are doing. Of course, it's y'all didn't accept the evolution of basketball. So now you mad. Now you're saying because people love Michael Jordan, we can't talk about Michael Jordan this way? I keep hearing how LeBron had no jumper. Those are lies. If we go look at 2007 LeBron, there was no leaving LeBron open for jumpers. LeBron was killing the league, man, since he was 19. What are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. The stats say this. Your eye test say something else, but now you're going to be mad at our eye test that tell you the right hand bandit had no left hand. And then on top of that, right, not only this is going viral, right, and this one hurts my heart because, you know, I got nothing but love and respect for Chilltown Hoops and Chilltown Sports. Shout out to you, Unc. You need to come on Friday Night Exposure as well, my man, because you need to defend this because you are trying to put out fires that you don't need to put out. You don't need to address the performance enhancement scandal. That's not even a scandal. You don't need to address the people that are talking about the 80s and the 90s because you guys are not addressing the people when they were talking about the 2000s and 10s and all these other things. You guys were not doing that then, so why are you doing it now? Why are you so defensive about this? What is it that you're defensive about? And again, now these guys, again, that were born in the 90s, right, are going back and looking. These YouTube kids are going back and looking at footage, and they're also seeing things that we were like, yo, Jordan doesn't have a left hand. He doesn't. So there's a young man who made a video, right? And his video basically was about going back to 1991 finals, and he went to game 1, and he wanted to see how many times Jordan went left and what happened in those moments Jordan went left. And when he did that, he broke the whole video down. He had a whole graph. He showed how many plays Jordan had, how many times he went left, how many times he went right, what he did with his left hand, what he did with his right hand, and he broke it down. But Chilltown didn't like it. So Chilltown challenged the young man. So let's listen to Chilltown try to defend the 80s and the 90s when we know we see him on PC all the time, letting all those dudes disrespect today's NBA and all the type of players like Jaylen Brown and Trae Young and Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle and SGA. All these people got a lot to say about today's players. They don't got nothing good to say, though. But let's listen to Chilltown literally try to defend the 80s and the 90s.
Is it true that Michael Jordan didn't have a left hand?
No, but I tell you what, I challenge you to prove to me that he couldn't go left on a consistent basis for a 15-year career, that he had no weak hand. He couldn't do anything with his weak hand, according to you and according to all of your cronies.
I'm a crony.
Prove to me.
I'm going to prove it.
Jordan, from the time he showed up in the NBA to the time he left in 2003, his left hand was weak. He couldn't do anything with his left hand.
The man didn't have a left hand.
I challenge you to do that.
All right, challenge accepted. This is GOAT James Kingdom. This is GOAT James Kingdom. Challenge accepted. We're going to prove that Jordan didn't have a left hand. Don't change the subject. We didn't say Jordan didn't go left or he couldn't go left. We just said when he went left, he wasn't using his left hand. He was using his right hand. And this is not new information. This is nothing new. Peaktown is not bringing up any information that was not previously said in before. The problem is that no one was as creative as Peaktown is doing it. It's the way he's doing it. Because we've all been saying this. That's why the people he calling cronies, that's us. Because we've been saying it for a while. There's a lot of flaws in Jordan's game. Jordan couldn't shoot the ball. People think Michael Jordan was the greatest mid-range shooter of all time. That's a lie. There's no record of anything to show that Michael Jordan was a great shooter. Throughout the 80s, they used to let Michael Jordan shoot. Just like they used to let LeBron James shoot throughout the 2000s. Because that was a better chance on defense than letting him get to the rim. Because when he got to the rim, there was no stopping him. Just like LeBron. That's why Mike is known for flying in the air. He's Mr. Air Jordan. But you guys are the reason why Michael Jordan's legacy is completely under question, because you guys have been lying and bringing up myths about Michael Jordan. I was lucky enough to watch it, so all the lies that y'all been saying, I've been calling it out for years. For years. I've been ahead of the game. I made a show about Peaktown last week. Everybody's doing it this week. Because again, I'm the exposer. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the exposer. I bring real information to the people. So I'm going to bring up the link, and I'm going to show y'all how Michael Jordan was known for not having a left since the 80s. This is nothing new. The 1900s is old. If you do your research, you found out that in the 80s, people knew Michael Jordan couldn't go left, or he wasn't great with his left hand. So we're going to prove this. like we always do in GOAT James Kingdom. And I'm going to put the link up because I want to hear the detractors. I want to hear what people got to say. All right? And I want somebody to go find Chilltown and go find SB for them to come up here and defend this stake that they're upset about Michael Jordan and the 90s and the 80s because of Peak Town and what he's been showing. And all of us appreciate his videos and what he's been doing. Because it's about time that era got called out. Every other era has been called out in basketball but those two eras. It's about time. It is about time. So let me put the link up right quick and then y'all can come up here and join me. But I got a clip for y'all to show y'all how Michael Jordan was known for not being able to go left. The Detroit Pistons beat Michael Jordan 3 straight seasons with that same game plan, pushing Michael Jordan left because he had a weak left hand. He couldn't dribble. He was going to take 2 dribbles and shoot or take 2 dribbles and pass. That is the facts, brother. Those are all facts. I'm not speaking anything but facts. Complete facts. All right? So we're going to have a great show again, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. You guys know what I do here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Become a member of the channel so that we can grow this community of showing people how to talk basketball. So, Boycott, I got you up here first. What's good, brother? You see what I'm doing here. You saw last week's show. You see how upset they are. Are you ready to see what I'm talking about when I tell these people that Michael Jordan couldn't go left?
It's a result. It's a result of comparing errors, and the reality of it is, okay, it's weird. Like, okay, even in boxing, right? There was no huge emphasis on on using both hands in the '60s. Now you see, it's almost an emphasis now to be able to use both hands. Switch to southpaw. Some of the best fighters do that now. You know what I mean? But you can't say who's greater or who's better. So when you compare eras, it's a very hard thing to do with boxing and football and all that stuff like that. But what you can say is who was more skilled. And today's boxers are more skilled, right? Being able to use both hands is a very difficult thing to be able to say, oh, this guy's a southpaw, I'm going southpaw. And you're not naturally a southpaw to fight southpaw anyway, and to be a GOAT boxer right now, that is something that Muhammad Ali never really did. So when you say Jordan didn't have a left hand, it wasn't really necessary at the time because it was such an archaic time. You didn't think, okay, let me just shut this guy down, let him drive with his left, and let him miss that shot. You know what I mean? So even when you think about Jordan winning a Defensive Player of the Year, when you think about it, he wasn't the best defender on his team. What was that award that he won? It was a steals title. Literally, like that's what he won. He won just like some defenders win because they had the most blocks in the season. He had so many steals. It was a steals title to give him Defensive Player of the Year. Nowadays, they have so much more to measure a person by. You know what I'm saying? Defensive win shares, defensive rating. You know what I'm saying? So you can say, okay, what was his rating? What was his win shares defensively? I'm gonna give you Defensive Player of the Year based on that.
We're not gonna do that today, Boycott. We're not doing stats. It's the eye test thing. The eye test said Jordan didn't play good defense. I don't care about the 200 steals. I don't care about the 100 blocks. The eye test, from what we've been seeing from the 80s and the 90s, Jordan was getting cooked. And a lot of those dudes couldn't play ball.
There's a reason I bring that up, though. There's a reason I bring that up.
Okay, but hold on. Hold on. Before you bring up, hold on. Let's bring up somebody who played against him, and let's explain what happened during those eras. Let's let him explain how Jordan didn't have a left.
Jordan is on his way up, and you guys have beat the Bull Street 3 consecutive years, and you guys had something called the Jordan Rule.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Another thing you would have liked, man, because push him left. That's your Jordan Rule right there. That's all I'm allowed to give away.
It's still top secret. We're gonna be there.
The deal is this: you push him left.
right? If he catches the ball on the left side, push him left. He's not going to pass it, right?
Okay, there's no stats needed there. Boycott? The man said
Yeah.
you push him left. That's it. Push him left. That's how we shut him down. He can score 30 points like he did because he averaged 30 against Detroit, and they'll tell you he played great against Detroit, but they beat him 3 out of 4 times. And all they did was push him left. That's it. And they won.
Yeah.
So go ahead and finish your point so I can bring up the next fellas. Go ahead.
The reason I brought it up is it's an eye test thing because there was a player when I was young. You said you were watching basketball when you were a teen and all that stuff like that, and you didn't understand as much. I learned about basketball when I was watching Allen Iverson when steals titles, but not be considered a good defender. And I'm like, how is he not a good defender when he's winning steal titles? And they said, well, he sacrifices team defense by, and then on the ball and all that stuff like that. So the eye test showed he wasn't a good defender. And it was a similar thing when it comes to Jordan when you watch him play. When I was watching a couple of the Mike Peake stuff, I was like, yeah, you really didn't have that left. And there was a little bit of a weakness to his game or whatever the case may be. You talk about 3-point shooting, you talk about all of that stuff. So he did have that weakness when you come to the eye test. But today, I don't think you can have that. With the zone defense, with the rules that you can have, that's why I think, now this is off topic, I'm not a LeBron fan. People listening, it's not I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a GOAT fan. One day, I think if he keeps going, I think Jokic would be the GOAT based on what he's doing. Because look at him, how he plays. The man can pass his butt off, shoot the three, can mix people up. So this is why the eye test matters. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I feel you. So y'all know who that is. That is Boycott Activity. Let me get some other people up in here, man. I appreciate you. I got some more stuff, man. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. That's Boycott Activity, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm with you there. Let me get a Twin Man up in here. What up, Twin Man?
What up, bro?
What's good, man? So tell me why Mike Peake eye tests don't matter all of a sudden.
Well, it don't matter all of a sudden because you look who you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Look,
the 80s. We're talking about the 80s and the 90s.
You touching the third rail of basketball, bro.
Oh, we are.
Let's be real. You're touching the third rail of basketball.
I'm ready for the shot.
At the end of the day, if you can't just talk about that era of basketball with extreme reverence and nostalgia, you're a hater. Again, I don't understand why people are sitting here talking about why people talk about Jordan had no left. This is Isaiah Thomas has said the same exact thing. John Sally said the exact same thing. Every player who has played against Michael Jordan has said the exact same thing. Force him left. Why are we sitting here acting like this is new information? Y'all just close your ears every time somebody says something about the bald-headed menace. Soon as somebody says something about him, you cover your ears and you're la 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 la. I can't hear you. No, he had his left. I'm not sitting here saying his left hand was trash, but no, there's no perfect.
No,
player.
we're not doing this today. I'm not letting y'all do this. Jordan was a right hand bandit. Jordan had no left hand. It wasn't even Isaiah Thomas I'm bringing up. I brought up John Sally, his homeboy. I'm going to bring up the broadcaster. We're going to play it several times. Let's listen.
The Jordan rules are this. There are 3 areas on the floor the Pistons need to be concerned about. He's sensational when he dribbles to his right. He's only great when he goes left. They will force him left as much as possible from the top of the circle here. The Jordan rules are this. There are 3 areas on the floor the Pistons need to be concerned about. He's sensational when he dribbles to his right. He's only great when he goes left. They will force him left as much as possible from the top of the circle here.
They will force him left as much as possible. This is a broadcast in the 80s talking about the game plan against Michael Jordan. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. And this is not a hater. This is the broadcast. This is what we don't get in today's NBA. They don't break the game down like this when we're watching on ESPN and TNT. So this is why back then they were getting a better knowledge of the game than we do today, and why we have to go to YouTube to learn more about the game, because we can't learn it from Kenny Smith running to a blackboard against Shaquille O'Neal. We ain't learning it when Kendrick Perkins is sitting there just want to argue with Stephen A. Smith about a bunch of nonsense. So this is nothing new. Mike had no left hand. He did not have a left hand. He didn't finish with the left. He didn't dribble that much with the left. He went left, but he didn't do it with his left hand. That's the point. So that was a weakness. That was a weakness. He couldn't shoot early in his career. He couldn't shoot late in his career as well. He was doing fadeaway post-ups. That was like, come on, man. And at that, he was still shooting a less than 45%. So that means he wasn't even that efficient at it. That's not that great. When we talk about playing basketball the way we play basketball today, because that's the point. We're looking at a 2024 Charger that's a hybrid compared to a 1990 Toyota. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, just like SB said.
They can't accept the fact that at the end of the day, these are factual critiques of this man's game. I remember I told you, bro, how Wilt got his flower. Well, Bill Russell got his flowers first. Wilt came along and was doing the things he was doing. Then Kareem came along, then Magic and Bird, Jordan got his, and it stopped right there. After Jordan, they was like, there's nothing we're going to see. Nothing better than this. He was the best at everything. And if you say anything against him, you are a hater. So when you sit here and you bring up factual information about the bald-headed menace in Chicago, all of a sudden are hating on him.
The right-hand bandit. And in TikTok, it's the right-hand merchant. So yeah, y'all know who that is. That's Twin Man. Okay? We're not playing with y'all no more, man. We done with the 80s, man. We done with the 80s. And now we're done with the 90s because he done went on from the 80s and now he's moving on to the 90s and showing us how trash the 90s was. All right? As far as the overall basketball quality. Compared to what we're used to seeing in today's NBA, which we're hearing is just a bunch of three-point shooters, no defense, soft players, load management, all this nonsense I hear. So I'm going to let you go so I can bring up the next guy, man. I appreciate you, Twin Man. Thank you for showing up, brother. Thank you for bringing the knowledge. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Again, y'all, this is what we do with Go James Kingdom. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to be a member of the channel. Y'all know how I do. My eye test matters as well. And my eye test says Jordan couldn't go left with his left hand. And whenever he went left, he had an issue. He had problems. And that was the whole Jordan rules. And I will prove it like I always do it. Michael Jordan's problem was he couldn't go left and he didn't know how to play basketball with his teammates. It made it very easy to beat him as far as the way Detroit goes. All right? So what's good, King of Money Fly? I see you here, man. I appreciate you, brother. I see you on TikTok, too, doing your thing. What you got for me on today's subject?
Man, what's going on, man? I just want to say, man, I'm loving it, man. Like, it's crazy because, like, everything they say Jordan wouldn't like and wouldn't do, he did the totally opposite. Oh, he don't care about the in-season tournament, but he care about an all-star. Oh, he don't care about scoring, but you give him a trophy for $30,000. Like, bro, every time they say like he wouldn't care for this stuff, we keep finding out evidence that we been kind of knew that he cares about it. They just be in denial about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so crazy. Like, they don't really like you to talk bad about him, like we always say, man. Like, they like to sweep it under the rug. But back to what old boy said when he first came on was like, even though it wasn't big back then, but you can't tell me that you didn't learn to have to go left, especially when you playing the point guard. So like, he just wasn't going left, just like they say about Clyde couldn't go left. They said the same thing about Clyde.
No,
you know?
Exactly, and nobody argues that about Clyde. But guess what? Allen Iverson was just on Shaq's podcast and said that he had no left hand. He himself admitted he couldn't dribble left. That he used to fake. He used to play like he can go left, but he never really liked going left because he didn't really trust his left hand.
Right.
Those are the facts.
Right. So like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, so if you played a different position like a point guard, you had to learn that stuff. Even if you don't use it that much, but you had to learn it. Like, so I don't want to hear that he wasn't big back then. Yes, that's true. But if he was so great and everything, like y'all saying, then when we find his flaws, y'all still be complaining, be trying to push back, be trying to make excuses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Let him have it, bro.
We got SB in the background. SB, I'm gonna bring you up shortly. SB, you coming up? I got you. Give it a second. I got you. I
kind of want him to get up here right now. I ain't even gonna
okay. But before I let you go, right? I'm gonna show you like I showed everybody else. This is nothing new. This is how the Detroit Pistons beat Michael Jordan, making him go left. That was the actual Jordan rules. It wasn't fouling Michael Jordan. That was an automatic NBA rule. You was a small dude. You less than 200 pounds. Don't come in the paint. That's anybody that's under 200 pounds. Michael Jordan didn't think that he could, he thought he could do it, right? So when they say the Jordan rules is this, the Jordan rules is that, they're lying to you. The Jordan rules was a strategic game plan that forced Jordan to the bad spots of the floor, and mostly it was making him going left. And let y'all hear this by the actual people who was covering the game then and were talking about it from then.
And the Jordan rules were pretty simple. And there was a couple versions of them. But one, Joe Dumars would guard Michael Jordan. And he would sometimes be doubled by Dennis Rodman. Or Joe Dumars would try to, funnel him left.
Funnel him left.
Sally or to James Edwards or whoever big guy was there. The idea, the concept was to get Jordan to pass out.
All right, now look, you heard what he said. They would funnel him left. Now watch the videos and let's just see how much Michael Jordan uses his left hand or not. Let's just, again, pay attention, use your eye test, and tell me what do you see when it comes to Michael Jordan and his left hand. Or the right hand bandit or the right hand merchant, which is what we're going to call him.
Take difficult shots.
Jordan, good pick from Pippen on the pick and roll. And then a good defensive effort from James Edwards. Chased down by Rodman.
Down low, Jordan coming around a screen, gets him into the paint, Lambeer to help out. And great Detroit defense.
Michael Jordan. Jordan, short with a shot.
Okay, you guys see that. That's footage of them showing you how good of a defense that Detroit played against him. And as you can see, Michael Jordan never dribbled the ball with his left hand more than once or twice in all those actions. That was the game plan. They understood that he couldn't use his left hand that much. That was the actual game plan. So King Fly, let me let Travis up so I can let SB up. Thank you for joining me. Y'all see what we do here. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel because, again, we're going to keep dropping knowledge like this. This is what we do best in GOAT James Kingdom. Travis, what's good, Travis? Yay!
What's up, man?
Travis, we done with the 80s now, and now we're done with the 90s, man. What do you think? You are a Kobe and MJ guy. This is what happens when you guys never check those guys with all their false narratives about your players. Now it's coming back to haunt you. Now it's coming back to haunt you.
It has a little bit. It still doesn't move the needle for. Every player has a weakness, but I don't think Mike was a savant with his left. I think he was more than capable of going in that direction. Was he ambidextrous? No, I don't think so. But hey, there's definitely players who did it better. Tracy McGrady comes to mind. He was amazing off the dribble with his left. A lot of other players like that. But didn't want to take up too much of your time, and I know you got SB, and I want to really see what he has to say too. But I just wanted to check and to load up in the kitchen and cook your boy Boycott here really fast with the worst take I've ever heard regarding Mike's defense. Not even the best player on his team, dude. I think you don't really know basketball. You're the dark kind of guy when it comes to all narratives, no facts. And again, I wish you were here so I could cook you live. And again, Mike was the best defender on his team every year and a top 10 guy. If you ever want to debate, dude, I've got all the stats that are gonna embarrass you. But you don't want that.
Oh no, Travis, you didn't do that to yourself today. You are a bold man. You are a bold man. But listen, again, not only have we been watching film on Jordan in that left hand, we've also been watching film on Jordan on defense.
That's fine.
So before you go, hold on, you're not going nowhere, young man. Sit here for a second. Sit here for 1 second here. I want to show you something as well since you came up on the panel. And I want to show you this video because, again, like we say, man, the eye test matters, right? And I'm a basketball fan, so let's continue to let them explain to y'all the Jordan rules and what they were doing to Jordan. But again, let's watch the film, pay attention to what's going on the basketball court, and watch Michael Jordan and that supposed left hand of his. All right, y'all.
Second part of the Jordan rules is that you send Joe Dumars somewhere else. All of a sudden, you got 6'7", 6'8" Dennis Rodman on you. And Dennis Rodman was a physical player, and he would be hitting Jordan.
DPOY Rodman.
Moving his feet.
He couldn't dribble twice. That's it. After 2 dribbles, he lost his handle. There you go. Go, Jordan. Go left. Two dribbles.
Got
shot.
the rim.
No, I know, but 2 dribbles. That's it. That's all he got is 2 dribbles. He can only dribble twice. Look, wait. Oh my God. Let me rewind that. Hold on. Wait. Look at this. Hold wait. All right, so look. Right here. He's gonna dribble right. Can't go right. 2 dribbles to the left. Take a shot. Contested. Didn't even pass the ball. Like they said, he's not gonna pass it. Look how many times he's dribbling with his right hand on the left side. Look, he's trying to go right. Go left. Turnover. He can't go left. He can't dribble left. That was the Detroit Pistons rules. Make him go left. Because he couldn't, he was weak on the left hand. It's nothing new. This is nothing new about Michael Jordan. But because you guys loved him so much, you basically ignored it. It's like when you see a chick that you like so much, you ignore the red flags. You say to yourself, damn, she fine as hell. But man, she has this issue. But I can see past that. We all know Jordan wasn't a great three-point shooter and he wasn't the greatest ball handler, but that's fine. We don't have to, that doesn't mean he wasn't great. He was still one of the greatest players to ever play, and to some people's minds, the greatest ever. But it's not.
I got to disagree that he was the best ball handler of all time and the best three-point shooter of all time. There's no disputing that.
So again, this is what Peak Town has brought up. If your eye test matters so much that LeBron James plays no defense, that LeBron James has no back, that LeBron James can't post up. Yes, SB, I heard you say that on your show today. Yes, I'm about to bring up SB, and we about to do this. They say Travis must stop. Travis is out here seeing what we seeing. He understands that we're not trying to hate on Jordan. We're just trying to show y'all how to appreciate greatness. And once y'all do that, everybody's great now, and everybody can be loved and appreciated without you guys trying to tarnish today's NBA, because y'all been doing it for too long. The 60s, tarnished. The 70s, tarnished. The 2000s, not tarnished. That's next. He's going on the 90s. The 2000s is coming up because we're about to go to 20 years in the 2000s. And 20 years ago is older than a motherfucker.
I'm here for that.
20 years ago, I didn't even have full facial hair. So that tells you how long ago it was. Let me let SB up.
Yes, sir.
Trolling. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yes, that is Travis. Y'all know how to holler at Travis. But we got SB here.
Put the gloves on. You know what the people wanted. You know what the people wanted. They wanted.
Oh, I know they wanted you to.
You know what the people wanted.
You listen. You are going to have a hell of a fight like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. So let's get this going.
Go ahead, man. Get it going.
You upset that people are using their eye test. I find that weird, SB.
How?
Because the eye test tells us Jordan didn't have a left hand.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm showing you fitted. The guy's been doing it. Show us the footage that he can't. Show us the left hand Michael had. I see a lot of. Matter of fact, put it like this: you were upset about somebody calling him Jaylen Brown, and I don't know why you are upset at that, because you was never upset that Jaylen Brown doesn't have a left. Because I've seen more footage of Jordan not going left and not having a left hand than I have of Jaylen Brown. But you weren't upset when people. Oh my God! I've seen it
in one series. Y'all not
Peak Town has hundreds of videos, my friend. He doesn't have just one video. That one video of that guy that Chilltown is talking about, he just decided to do it on his own because he kept seeing footage of this. This guy's been saying, I did a show last week on it. I showed on that show that there were several clips. He was saying how Jordan didn't have a left hand. He was showing that majority of those guys didn't have a left hand throughout the 80s and the 90s. Not just Jordan.
So you said Jordan for a 15-year career didn't have a left hand?
Huh?
So for a 15-year career, Jordan didn't have a left hand?
Jordan's, from what I can tell right now, almost damn near to 97, 98, because he went and found a clip of Jordan in the 45 jersey, and Jordan couldn't go left. Matter of fact, the steal that Nick Anderson did on Jordan, he knew that Jordan was going to switch the ball to his right hand. That's why he stole the ball from Jordan. Because Jordan doesn't. No, because he knew Jordan couldn't dribble with his left hand. He knew that.
And then you did nasty work, right? Because you did nasty work, and Johnny, you know I call it out. You literally heard the whole Jordan rule. The Jordan rule was to double him, and you said, and you said the one point you said it'd be better to double him going left, which is fine. But the whole point was to get the ball out of his hands. Stop lying. You took the one point.
And get the wait. Yes, that was to get the ball out of his hands, right? To get the ball out of his hands. I agree with you. But John Sally also said that he was reluctant to pass, and the players 100%. Knew that. So they understood that if we push him left, he was going to dribble twice and try to either make a move to score or pass the ball, and he was going to likely turn over the ball or not have a good play. That's what the kid did. The kid went back to 1991, and he went to the entire finals, which is available on NBA.com. You can watch the entire finals of the 1991, and he charted every play Michael Jordan had where he used his left hand and his right hand, how many times he went to the left, how many times he went to the right, and he actually showed you the results and what everything Jordan did. And Jordan was like 2 of 13 or something like that going left and had a bunch of turnovers. And with his right hand, he was way much more efficient and way much better. So just that game alone kind of nudged his idea that everything Peak Town has been talking about has some validity to it. And not only that, that was actually the rules of Jordan. Push him left. Because double teaming has always been a rule in basketball. They said, no, we're going to push him left. And he couldn't for 4 years. It took him 4 years to figure it out.
Yeah, but it takes time. That's what I said. So we frown the prime player development because what happened with your boy, which I know you've seen this closely because he had the Heat jersey on.
There you go.
Could he, how long it took LeBron to develop a post game?
See, there you go. See, look, why is it the first thing? Wait. Why is it the first thing you go to is LeBron James not having a post game?
No, I'm not done.
Okay, I'm listening.
Damn, let's go. How long it took Kevin Durant to go left? Even Kobe acknowledged that. Right? How long it took Kobe to consistently come as a shooter? You just brought out, as I said, so we knock your player development now. I'm never saying that Jordan in the beginning, Jordan could go left. Saying he couldn't go left at all is blasphemous. When you got multiple highlights of him going left, and in one series he did with the Los Angeles Lakers, his most famous move was a left-hand layup in the most highlighted play of the series. What is we doing? Now, if you want to acknowledge the fact that the Lakers had a good game plan to put him in bad spots, and it coincidentally, but that's fine. Just say that. But saying that he don't have a left hand is blasphemous.
No, he doesn't. It's not blasphemous. Mike doesn't have a left hand, and y'all got to prove it. Matter of fact, the play where he went up and he switched to his left hand, the reason that was so spectacular, because that was one of the only times we ever see Jordan finish with his left hand.
That's nasty work. You're one of the most devious dog.
Yo, this is not nothing new.
Now you know I will take my time for a whole day and compilate it. And matter of fact, I need somebody send me a clip. Y'all know me on TikTok or any YouTube or Instagram. Instagram me a Johnny doing the gun. I just need that in 5 seconds of a Johnny doing the gun. That's all I need because I will have a 10 to an hour long compilation of Jordan going left, and every time he go left, I'm gonna have a Johnny doing the gunshot on him.
Yes, please do that. Come on, check it out. Do it. Let's do it again. This is GOAT James Kingdom. This is Friday Night Exposure. I'm the exposer. I don't run from nothing. I want to see it because guess what? I never expected Pete Town to show up with his information and the footages that he got. So y'all never did y'all research, and now y'all got to go do it. So go do it, right? Because you the one who's sitting here and said, because
like I told you, I said I gave you your credit. I tipped my head to you. I said because the one reason I do respect and rock with you as much because you don't you embody real takes over faith based. I have never heard you just to say something just to say something. You have your facts behind it. You will say like pointing out.
Okay,
the problem that I have now is that like I've been saying the '90s wasn't the best era of basketball. You know how I feel about that.
Yes.
But it took y'all this long to go back and watch basketball when we told y'all to go back and watch basketball, though.
No, because, again, y'all don't listen to us because we get called LeBron sexuals, LeBron fanboys, just trying to glaze LeBron. We get all of these titles by people who themselves never really watched the games. A lot of these guys never watched the 80s. A lot of them didn't watch the 90s.
Yeah, but evolution do happen. Like, don't go back and watch it compared it to today because, Johnny, it's another problem that I have. People don't even understand the fact of what opened the game up. They think only thing Jordan opened up was being in shape, take care of your body year round, even though he was still partying and stuff. But he opened that door. What opened the door for the carry-in, the step back was when N1 got popular, the N1, so they opened the rule book up. People don't understand that history of the game. You know what opened the book up for the carry-in and AI.
SB, do you understand Kareem? SB, do you understand Kareem Abdul-Jabbar used to do yoga and meditation and Tao with Bruce Lee and all this other shit? Jordan wasn't the first one to take care of his body and play basketball.
Jordan made it popular. Don't do that.
Jordan made everything popular because his fans are delusional. That's why it doesn't matter what he does.
Joe is a fan of him. Joe is a fan of him. He ain't delusional too.
Listen, let me show you how delusional it is. Not only has Michael Jordan's left hand been under question, so has his defense. Because we've been hearing stories of him getting cooked left and right? But you know, one of the things that was a part of the Jordan rules, SB, you know, one of the things was actually going at Michael Jordan, particularly in general, saying, no, we're going to go at Jordan. They were not afraid of Jordan's defense. And I'm going to show you again, because like you said, we don't just say stuff just to say stuff. We actually back it up. So let's listen to the Jordan rules. This is the play-by-play announcer from Detroit explained this part about the Jordan rules, y'all.
Another part of the Jordan rules is very, very simple. Get the ball to whoever Michael was guarding. Make him work on the other end. If he had to guard Joe, get shots for Joe. If he had to guard Isaiah, God help him.
Oh my God. He said, God help him. I thought Mike was God.
No. See, stop. See,
I thought Mike was God. How's God going to help him against Detroit when he was God against Boston?
This is why y'all got SB here. I'm gonna have to start putting on every Friday episode because y'all let Ajani triple. I catch Ajani every time. The reason why they did attack Jordan because he was the heavy load on offense. They had to make him because they didn't want him to have no timeout. Stop doing that. It wasn't because he was a weak defender. They had to make him work because they knew he was the leader. Don't do that.
But why they figured that was a good strategy? Because Jordan never wanted to let no one else lead on offense. Jordan never wanted to let nobody else play offense. So they knew that.
Say you're a weak defender?
So that put Jordan in the corner. So that means if I know Jordan never wants to throw a left hand uppercut, I'm gonna continually attack him so that he can, and he's never gonna throw that uppercut because he doesn't want to throw it. So I never got to worry about it. So I can continually jab, and don't worry about him because he's never going to throw that uppercut on me. So that's what I'm saying. Jordan style of playing, which y'all said led to impactful winning, wasn't reality. It was false. The eye test shows us this is false. The man was lucky to have Pippen. He was lucky to have Phil Jackson. He was lucky to be in the 90s.
Okay.
If Kobe and LeBron was in that era, they're cracking 100.
No, because you're not having the evolution of the game. See, look, you doing it then. See, look, this is when you catch Johnny. Johnny be cooking, and then he try to put too much sauce on. He put too much seasoning. Now the food is salty now.
I'm from the Caribbean. That's what we do. We cook our food with season. We cook our food.
No, too much season on it because this is the point that Johnny not telling y'all. Because the evolution of the game that Kobe and LeBron learned from Michael Jordan, they added to their game. Because this also what Johnny not gonna talk to you the fact of not LeBron. Because the problem with this era is bad because your boy at 40 years old is still dominating. There's no way a dude at 40 should still be dominant. Yes, LeBron is an anomaly, but he shouldn't still be playing as good as he is. Then also, they let one Golden State Warriors team who went on a run and added the second best player in the league, changed the dynamic of the league, and now these coaches can't figure out how to win a championship with a low post guy and a big man, and that's why Denver is dominating the league. That is trash.
Well, I'm sorry. Joker's dominating the league. Joker's dominating the league, so was Embiid.
We erase the good defenders at the big man position in a low post.
SB, it had to be done that way because teams play better defense than they were playing back then. Now you can shoot 50% from the post, which is a good efficiency, 55%.
That's great.
It's still, I know, but that still doesn't beat somebody just that shoots average from 3-point land. So I'm going to be, so mind you, you got to get an elite post guy to get the 55% field goal percentage in the post, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't have to find an elite guy to shoot this 3-pointer. So effectively, I'm going to spread the court to the point to where your big man's not, and mind you, on defense now, that guy who you want to be in the post and focus on the post now has to guard out in the perimeter as well. So he's going to be running around. He's not going to have the energy to just body people all day when he has to play defense as well.
Yeah, I got a question, John.
It's a different game of basketball. And wait. And it's a better brand of basketball. It's the best we've ever seen. That is the facts.
2000 basketball. Okay, tell me the last 5 champions.
Okay, you got the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
You got
dominant post inside.
Yeah, you got the Warriors, which play the split action offense where they do a lot of ball movement, similar to a triangle.
The one anomaly. Go ahead.
Right. And then you had the Milwaukee Bucks, which played the same way. They played a 5 and out basically, which was basically letting Giannis penetrate and dominate the post.
Dominate inside though. Next.
And then you have the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Dominate inside once again. Dominates the paint.
Again,
LeBron
Yeah, but nobody, but the big man game never disappeared. It just changed how they were big, how they dominated, and nothing. Wait, and it was no longer just the big men posting up. Today's NBA, you got guards that post up. That's what changed. Today's NBA is a lot of players are universal. You're not stuck just because you're a center that you just got to shoot 15 footers. You can shoot the 3-pointers, and just because you're a 6'1" guard doesn't mean I can't post up like a Jalen Brunson. So you're seeing an evolution of the game because these guys are just more skilled, like you said.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But this is the problem. Once you do that, that whole allure, that whole mythology around the 90s and Jordan, which was created for Michael Jordan, that era, that whole aura
he created his own.
No, Jordan created an aura for his brand, and which is smart. He has the biggest brand that we know. His brand is just as big as Versace and Gucci and all this other stuff, right? So he built his brand, but that aura that was built around him was carried on by delusional fans who then turned it into let's hate on LeBron because this is the only way to hold on to Jordan. And guess what's happening? Yes, that's what they've done. That's what they've done.
We can agree, but y'all do the same thing. Perfect example because what's trending right now? We done with the 90s. It is the whole point. The whole point is this to prove that LeBron. It's cool that LeBron is your GOAT, right?
The whole point is this is to show that the people who've been talking bad about LeBron for so long in today's NBA don't know basketball. That's the point. Matter of fact, since you're talking about TikTok, right? You know the GJK City Girl Groupie Posse leader, Young Miami, challenged me to a game of basketball, but Peaktown got $5,000 on him, on anyone who wants to play him one-on-one, and he's been talking crap about how he wanted to play one-on-one. But I haven't seen him go talk to Peaktown about playing one-on-one. So not only is Peaktown showing you his visuals, he's also telling you, I'll beat you on the basketball court. He got videos of him balling, showing you his high school film, and then he still balls now. So again, he's not just telling y'all to love LeBron. He's just telling y'all we done with everything that y'all said about everything that y'all been saying. That the reason why we can't appreciate 40K. We done with that. We done with y'all. All that shit is trash. Garbage. Garbage.
Matter of fact, do you got anybody waiting? Because we got to talk about that.
No, it's just you right now. They love it. But before you go, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Yes. And y'all make sure to check out SB Talk Sports because he goes live at 8 p.m., which is 7 p.m. his time because he's Central, I'm Eastern time. You can definitely check out his show, which is Real Take over Fake Debates. And they talk a lot of different things. He also goes live Monday nights.
Monday nights and Friday nights. We talk everything. Same thing.
Exactly. Okay, so y'all make sure to holler. Go ahead and defend these boys because they're undefendable. Go ahead.
I know you seen my video when I clipped it. So how you feel about my reason saying LeBron James 40,000? I mean, if you don't remember what I said, I could break it down again for you.
No, break it down because I did supposed to go watch the rest of the show.
So look, right, and this is what I have a problem. And like I said, I respect content creators like what we do. People, I shared the video in your group, right? And the first thing somebody comment, it was like, "Yo, this trash, you Jordan fans trash. How you gonna say 40,000?" I said, "Brother, did you actually watch the video? Because I used the title."
I did see that.
Did you watch the video? Because if you watch the video, when I say that, I said the 40,000 was meaningless because of this fandom, the Jordan fan debate. I hate the Jordan because y'all ruin basketball. Y'all ruin a historic moment. Because 40,000 points is an accomplishment. Jordan, because I seen Mark made a video like, I didn't know Jordan got a trophy. How? This the problem. I don't read research. I knew Jordan got a trophy for 30,000 points. I
didn't know that. I didn't know that, SB. I didn't know he got a trophy. I knew there was a celebration, but I didn't know they gave him a trophy. Because remember, that game's not on television. That's not a national televised game. That's what people don't understand. It wasn't that easy to watch games back then.
They research, brother. You can Google that real quick. So my problem was, first of all, just in general, win the game for your boy. I don't want to hear no excuse. It's the Nuggets. We ain't beat them, bro. Any team can win on every given Sunday. First of all, I'm tired of because me as a historian, I love watching back basketball games. I'll be like, you know what? I'm chilling at work. Let's watch LeBron James 40,000 point game. I don't want to see LeBron James lose. LeBron James breaking the record in general, losing to the Thunder. Can y'all win the game for y'all boy? First, that's my first problem. Second, it's because it came in filled with narratives. Instead of celebrating like, bro, this is the first player ever we seen to score 40,000 points. What LeBron do in the press conference after to the fire? Everybody just want to see me fail. Everybody wants to see me. No, LeBron. It's one fan base, the Skip Bayless and the Jordan fans. That's it. Let me talk. The general fan base, I'm talking about nobody with no agenda who love basketball, appreciate LeBron. I just went on my show and I said, I'm going to prove my point. I open right up to LeBron James post on IG. The first thing I see, go. You the king this, king that, this. It's probably, I say in one bad comment. Y'all let one negative guy or one negative group control the main narrative. That's not
but hold on, but SB, you can't do that because the comments you see are going to be different than the comments I see. The comments
you be looking for those comments.
No. Again, that's what I'm saying. It's also going to depend on your algorithm. So the guys who are LeBron haters, they're not going to see all of those praising LeBron comments. They're going to see all of the hating LeBron comments because that's how the algorithm is set up. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, again, LeBron James is the most followed person on Instagram because he has the most haters in the world.
Yes.
That's how much they hate him that they even follow him. That's what I'm saying. Like, these guys have taken it. And this is another thing, too. The real fans like you have never checked these dudes. They've attached themselves to your platform, to your takes, to what you do, and ran with it. And they use y'all as a buffer so that they can hate on LeBron. And you guys have never checked them. So now you're mad that now someone else that we're using as a buffer, we're going to use Mike Peake as a buffer. Y'all going to call him a LeBron sexual you want to. I don't care. He's just telling you what he sees. And it's completely hilarious. You can't lie, bro. It's fucking hilarious. He is entertaining. It's good content. It really is, bro. And when he be like, yo, I'll shut Michael Jordan down. I'll just jump on his right hand. That shit is hilarious.
That's cap though, but
that shit is hilarious. But that's just as simple as somebody saying JJ Pereira. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's the point. And we've always told you this is why GOAT James Kingdom exists, because people like Brandon and I can't even praise LeBron. It's not even talking about Jordan. We can't praise LeBron. We can't praise today's NBA. I can't say Trae Young.
I heard you say that. I heard you say nothing nice about Jordan. No, so I think I heard.
No, what you mean? You remember you called me out and I told you 5 nice things. You don't remember? He was a nice dresser. He was a nice dresser.
He's terrible. He's terrible. You're being trash. See, you're lying.
But that's before I saw the footage of him not being able to go left. He didn't have a left hand.
See, this is the problem. You do it every time. You do it. But also, I want that knowledge too. What I hate, right? With both sides of the Jordan debate. That's why I said, I'm letting you know right now, Johnny. If we still do a content creating around this time and we get older, the next dude who come to go, I'm pushing him. It's gonna be go whoever. I'm gonna do a go whoever kingdom to erase Jordan and LeBron. I hate the Jordan. I'm put whoever the next go. I'm pushing him to the moon. LeBron can't rock with him. Jordan trash. I'm tired of y'all.
But see, that's the thing. Y'all never gonna. Y'all not gonna get that from us though. We're not gonna be haters like that because we understand there's an evolution
I'm gonna
of the
be
game.
A hater for the first time in my life.
they love to throw Luka and Joker at us, and we'll look at them and tell them, yeah, of course they're more skilled than LeBron. LeBron was not this good at 25 years old, even though LeBron was better on the defensive side. But the skills that Joker and Luka possess, LeBron doesn't have. Yeah. We can almost say they're better passers than him, but again, they have to do it for a long time. That's what people don't understand. Right. And this is what makes this whole Mike Peake thing incredible is that now Jordan fans have to run to the stats because now they're telling us this. Even if he even if he couldn't go left, he still was the GOAT. He still was winning 10 scoring titles. So now you're gonna go back to the stats. You're gonna go back to he stole the ball 200 times. You're gonna go back to the 100 blocks. You're gonna go back to the stats, which is what we've always told people. The stats is what mattered the most.
But also we got to talk about the evolution because you don't have guys like a Luka Doncic or a Jokic who's doing more to the game and impact without a LeBron James, because now LeBron James is going through his Jordan phase of evolution. These other guys, so like we can both admit that yes, Luka is more skilled, Jokic is more skilled, but would it be a Luka Doncic without LeBron James?
No, that's what I'm saying. Of course,
no,
of course.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No. I mean, I'm saying like no, of course. Like there is the inspiration and motivation from previous generations. Of course, that's another impact that they don't want to give LeBron because a lot of these players like Paolo, I always mess
LeBron made it cool to make the right play.
The kid in Orlando.
Paolo
Banchero, Halliburton. We just heard D'Lo say that he cried when he saw LeBron James play as a kid. That was the first game he ever saw. So LeBron has also influenced a whole new generation of basketball players, just like Iverson and Kobe did, just like Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins did, just like Magic Johnson and Bird, just like Dr. J, just like Kareem, just like Bill Russell and Wilt. All of these guys, Jerry West, they all, Stephen Curry, all right now, Giannis, people, Embiid, they're changing the games. You no longer have to be a big man that can't dribble. You can go left, you can go right, you can dribble between the legs, you can do a step back. You don't have to just be some big man.
You can carry, you can carry, you can travel, you can go to the move. And Johnny, this is one thing I want to say too, right? I hate that the Jordan fans better appreciate they can actually enjoy they go in peace because it wasn't on narrative driven. I hate that you LeBron fans couldn't enjoy watching y'all guy be a go in peace. So now wait till the next guy come. He gonna get 2 times, and you got Jordan fans and LeBron fans gonna scrutinize him. It's gonna be worse for him. And
it's over for MJ. It's over for MJ, man. We done with the 90s, man. We done with the 80s.
You can't erase the era of the basketball, brother.
It's over for that, man. That whole MJ is over. We done with the 80s. We done with the 90s, bro. It's hilarious, man. Listen, like you said though, you're right, because there was a young man who I just saw post. Actually, John, shout out to King John. He posted it in Goat James Kingdom, and he was saying how it is the old heads' fault because he said the kids that was born in 96 like you, he was like, we listened to y'all. Y'all told us all these things, but y'all, just like everybody else, y'all didn't think the internet was going to come back and haunt you. Like Freaknik. All those Freaknik parties and those video cameras is coming back to haunt you, right? It's coming back to haunt you. And just like now, all of these OnlyFans pages, all of these pages of these models, it's going to come back to haunt you 20
I'm
years
already
later.
seeing videos of mama saying my kids getting bullied right now because I do OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine you beat for me, bro. Even if you would be, right? So if you would be, right? We fight. You beat me. Because back in the day, it didn't matter when Lil Jon's problem now because you get recorded. If you beat me up, right, we fight, bro. And your mama got an OnlyFans coming the next day, bro. Look, it's cool. You want to fight, but I'm looking at your mom cheek for $5.99. So what you want to argue with me? What you want to argue with me about? I won. I won.
But the point of his post was what you said, that they got a chance to appreciate and be Michael Jordan fans with no problems. The old heads let them live. The 70s guys, the 80s guys, like they said, they passed the torch. The guys from the 90s, those old heads never let us live. Once the 2000 appeared, which is LeBron's era and on, because they'll say it's Kobe's era, but it's still LeBron's era. They'll say it's weak, it's this, that, and the third. So they never allowed you guys who were born in the 90s to be able to appreciate what you're seeing, all the greatness you're witnessing. And just like today, anybody who was born in the 2000s and they're seeing Stephen Curry, like my son who's 16, trust me, when he saw those videos, I showed my son this video months ago. I was like, yo, this guy got the internet on fire. And I would tell him, we're done with the 80s. But my son is 16. You see what I'm saying? And just like you said, listen, I listened to Pop. You was born, what, 94? 93. Okay.
Yep. That's why I'm named after Shaq, because Shaq was breaking ran the day Shaq. Shaq was my mama named me Shaq, bro. She was like, his name's Shaq. He broke the rim.
Is it Shaquille or just Shaq?
Oh, I got Shaquille. I got the official Shaquille. Yeah. The day he broke the rim, bro, the one that broke the piece, he was like, my son named it. I'm going to tell you why my math is the way it is, too, after you make your point.
Yeah. Listen, you're never going to feel the All Eyes on Me album the way I felt the All Eyes on Me album when I heard it in 1996, 95.
And nobody,
you understand what I'm trying to say?
And nobody born in the early 2000s going to take how I took Get Rich or Die Trying when it came out. It hit different. If 50 would have died when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, he'd been the greatest rapper of all time. That's how hard it hit. He'd have been just cool. Better than Pac, better than Wayne, better than Jay, better than Biggie. If 50 would have died after Get Rich or Die Trying came out, he'd been the GOAT, and nobody could tell you nothing.
And now, mind you, you're not saying Pac is whack, but you just don't feel what we feel. And I can't be mad at you now and say, man, you should feel it, man. You should understand when he said, you know what I'm saying, when he said the things that he was saying on these songs, and we were like, you know what I'm saying, when he came out with Dear Mama, when he came out with stuff like that. Yeah, like you don't understand the feeling black men felt listening to Tupac talk about praising his mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We people don't understand that was something new.
And Johnny, this is what I was blessed with, bro. The reason why my man says so open how I am, the reason why I love talking ball how I talk, I grew up in a household in my grandma's house, right? My granddaddy, the oldest man, he is LeBron head. LeBron is the GOAT. He don't watch people play. He watch everybody play basketball. My granddaddy, he got LeBron as the GOAT. His wife, my grandma, got Jordan as a GOAT. They still argue to this day about this in the household. My uncle, who like my pops, he a Kobe guy. So I had the Kobe love. My mama loved Shaq. So I grew up in a household where everybody with different opinions. So I already had a mindset of like, you need to go look it up for yourself. And I do the same thing with music. I got my uncle put me on Scarface, Tupac. Then I go in the car. My mom, I listen to Ludacris. One day we listen to Indiana Reed. One day we listen to Mary J. Blige. I always had that. That's why my man said I always had an open perspective that I have. Like my grandma called me now, like, yeah, did you watch the Bulls game? Oh yeah, Kobe White did this. My grandma be on LeBron head. LeBron be crying, be trash. And look, this is my granddad do be so funny. So my granddad be chilling in the back, like the back of the house. The game come on and win. All he do is look down there at my grandma and LeBron and win. You see LeBron play, huh, Delta? Yeah. Bro, but that's why my man said the way it is. But I feel bad for people who got pushed the narrative on them where you wasn't like my people. Where I grew in the open household and everybody loved what they love, and then you had to you can't pick what I pick. Go do your research. Go figure it out and go figure your player that you love. Go figure out he to go. I might say Kobe to go. My grandma Jordan to go. My granddad LeBron is the greatest basketball player I ever seen. Ain't nobody better than bro. Literally, bro, every time. But I wish everybody could grow up in a fair household like that, but they don't. So you got your uncles who say, "Hey, look, Jordan to go. You can't watch, you can't enjoy nothing else," and they ruined it for them.
Yeah, you grew up in a household full of true sports, which is
that's why I like doing this.
Most Midwest folks are true sports fans. We know the Midwest love their teams, they love the thing. But this is what I say. I know you always said this. It doesn't matter who you have as the GOAT, whether it's Kareem, Mike, or LeBron. Either three have a right to the GOAT title. But of course, it's always your reasoning and always your criteria. And the problem I always have is that we allow them to have their criteria. They don't let us to have our criteria. We just can't live in our own space. So that's why we have GOAT James Kingdom. Because here in GOAT James Kingdom, we build a wall. We block out all the bullshit, and we just talk the greatness of basketball players and the greatness of LeBron James.
Sometimes.
I mean, listen, you know, the troll shops have to be open sometimes.
No,
you got what I'm saying?
You got to. What I learned now, you got to have it entertain. Because a lot of people can't do both. A lot of people can't be factually entertained.
There you go.
It's rare. It's a rarity. It's a rarity. So that's why we got to be done with the 90s because they ain't really being over factual. They just want to be entertained. I love it. It's funny to me. I love it. It's hilarious. 40K 11 and 10 is crazy.
You see it.
But look, this way he trolled and put the agenda. Why is Jordan face on that? But look, it ain't about
because we done with the 90s, man. We done with the 90s.
Can I have this is all I ask. For one night, can LeBron do something that we don't bring up to him? I thought the 40K was gonna be the one night that we don't. As a regular non-biased sports fan, can I have one night where LeBron accomplishes and the team win when he breaks something and don't bring up Michael Jordan?
Listen,
I want one enjoyment.
Be our ally.
No,
and
I'm
shoot
not doing
down
that.
all those trolls. Shoot down all those trolls. You know who they are because you already know on TikTok. They love to go on TikTok lives because they spend more time. They spend more time on TikTok lives than actually watching the basketball games today or even back then.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying? And all they do is create and find new ways to create narratives. Because remember, our GOAT is still playing. So just like the other day, just like I showed today, he has the most 30-point games in the 21st season. So another 30-point game, it's a record. He had another Player of the Week, another record. Like he's just adding to his legacy day in and day out.
Man.
Listen,
they put Player of the Week. 3,000 players of the week ain't gonna be on his statue, man. When he gets his statue.
It's on Kobe's statue. Don't do that. It's on Kobe's statue.
It better not be on Kobe's statue.
Oh, you didn't see? Look, I can tell you haven't watched Friday Night Exposure with the Exposure. You didn't know that they put the Player of the Week award on Kobe's trophy.
I know they put his totals, but I didn't know they put Player of the Week. You lying?
No.
Show me the picture. You lying? Pull it up.
Oh my! Hey guys, can y'all please put a flame in the comments to let SB know he's about to be flamed because he did not know that they put an actual. This guy didn't know that. Hold on, wait. Let me bring it up for you. This guy didn't know that. Put the flames in the comments, y'all. It is time for SB to get cooked. He's eating a sandwich. He's not even going to finish his sandwich. He's not even going to finish his sandwich before I finish this. I don't know if I got the picture saved in my phone.
I'm going to look this up.
Hold on.
I'm cool with the totals. The totals make sense, but Player of the Week is crazy.
Hold on. I think I don't have it saved on my computer. Hold on. I got it, though. It's here. Don't worry. This is what we do in GOAT James Kingdom. Like I told y'all, we bring nothing but the facts. And SB, let me show it to you right here. Let me see if you can see this.
Oh, I see it. Oh wait, move
Hold on,
back a
wait,
little
hold on,
bit. Yeah, clear it up, clear it up. I see
hold
a
on, hold on, hold
player of the week, 33 players of the
on.
week,
Hold on.
or player of the game.
33 players of the week, right there.
Jesus Christ.
It's right there. Hold on, I don't know if I.
Jesus. I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
It says
Jesus.
player of the week award. 33 of them for Kobe Bryant's plaque. They put his totals, not his averages.
Totals is great. That's
Put a
I would say
flame, put a
player
flame
of
fire because SB is eating a dry ass sandwich and
I'm eating
you have
salmon
now
and
been
salmon and
exposed by the exposer.
I'm eating
Yes.
salmon and shrimp
Toast.
and
Now your sandwich is toasted because you came up here and you did not know that LeBron James' Player of the Week award is important. Now, mind you, it's not even an award because they don't even give you an award for that. The Player of the Month, you do get one for Player of the Month. You do get one for Player of the Month. So that was great by you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Real Takes Over Fake Debates, SB
that's
Talk
real
Sports.
Yeah, it's like that. That's a real. I can't believe they put that. Like, I'm cool with the because the Toast make it. Well, you gotta acknowledge Player of the Week now, I guess.
See what I'm saying? You gotta acknowledge it. You gotta acknowledge it. So any last words for your
Nah,
Michael
man.
Jordan saviors? Because we're gonna keep dropping this. We ain't done with the
putting
80s
you in
and
the
90s. It's not
category with
stopping.
y'all.
We're not
No.
done.
We
We're not done.
delete no history of basketball at all because we ain't doing that because it's going to 20, 30 years from now when people say delete LeBron era because the defense is trash. We not do. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it before it gets to that point because that's all they gonna do. Because it's gonna be this new GOAT. Imagine I'm gonna be pushing the agenda. You better hope I don't be old man SB at 50 saying that this dude, whoever it is, Jerome James or Jerome Jordan, LeBron Jr. I'm gonna push the narrative because imagine if this is the direction y'all want to play with this game.
Listen,
Trust me, it's
put
gonna
those
get bad.
Put those tears in the comments, SB. Nobody cares. We're not erasing anything because we're actually going back and watching the films and bringing it back to life because y'all have been lying for too long. And like we keep telling y'all, that's the 1900s. We are no longer in the 1900s. It's 2024. And the official GOAT is LeBron because he does what nobody can do. He is the GOAT of basketball. That is SB Talk Sports. Y'all make sure to give him a holler, man. Salute to you, brother. Enjoy your Friday night and your sandwich.
All right, brother.
All right, so I'm going to bring you up, Ishmael, but I'm going to get up out of here as soon as you get done. So thank you for joining me. What's good, Ishmael, man? What's good, bro? What's good?
Hey, Johnny, I just want to say that I'm enjoying it. The no left 90s, the exposure of the 90s that's going on. I'm just really for it. It's hilarious to me. They've been talking smack about this LeBron James era for years. For years, they say they play no defense. They say everything about it, and so I'm just saying I enjoy it. Since just watching basketball again after I took a long break from it. It just LeBron James just received so much hate. It just you don't see people making YouTube channels to hate Jordan or anything like that. You don't see YouTube channels that is making money or all these social media or
if you watch GOAT James Kingdom, that's all we do is hate on Jordan.
I'm just saying it's hilarious. It's really entertaining. I hope it gets bigger because everything. It's like Jordan fans or fans of 90s basketball, all of it is like projection of what everything they said about LeBron James is just projection. When they say that someone has LeBron has no bag, if you see the 90s, they will have no bag today. If you say that LeBron can't play defense or something like that, you could show Jordan getting cooked by 90s players. So I'm just saying, you can look at all the stuff that's going on. I'm just happy that that's happening because someone like LeBron James or this era of basketball, they get exposed on a day-to-day basis, night and night. They watch games real quick, real close. They see if a stat counts. They see if it was really a foul, if it's offensive fouling people. It's crazy. I never seen anything like that. So yeah, the 90s don't need to receive some of this treatment back. And it's just such a shame that some of these games are not on available to, all these games that are available that you can just really, you can give your full expertise on it. So like I said, I'm real supportive of it. I hope it gets bigger. I hope people start, understanding how the game was played back then. because the 90s basketball to me wasn't as entertaining. It was slow. It was a lot of fouls that was going on. And they had to increase the possessions of what was going on in the 90s. That's why they changed the rules. And yeah, like I said, I'm just in full support of it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to Quan Johnson. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that super chat. He said Jordan and them was on performance enhancers in the 90s. They was smoking crack.
They probably were. I'm pretty sure because they didn't have the test that was back then. They didn't have the standards of what was going on, so it was much easier. And people don't understand that. And so they run off of what Kevin Garnett said, which is the craziest thing, where he was probably mostly joking about that, and they run off of narratives. You know what I mean?
No, I got you, man. Thank you, Ishmael, for joining me again.
No problem.
Shout out to all you
Appreciate
guys, man. Enjoy your Friday night, bro, man. Thank you so much, man. It's great, man. Thank you so. I'm gonna let you go right now. Again, y'all, shout out to everybody that's in the comments. Thank you for joining me on the Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. You guys know we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm Ajani The Exposer. We are on YouTube. We are on TikTok. We're on Discord. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We just reached 80,000 members plus on our Facebook group. So make sure you guys check us out. Also, don't be afraid to become a member of the channel and to subscribe to the channel. As you can see, John has been a member for 6 months. You guys can get merch like this for just being a member of the channel. So I need all our members to send us an email so I can gather your information, because I'm going to start sending out merchandise to you guys. We have shirts and hats for everybody who reaches the right tiers. So again, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We talk basketball like none other. I'm Ajani, the Exposer. This is Friday Night Exposure. This is what we do best. We talk it like nobody does. So again, thank you for joining me on this Friday night, as we had a great Friday night to talk about how Michael Jordan has no left hand and how Michael Jordan actually provided himself a trophy for stats. Michael Jordan legitimately made a trophy for his stats. So again, y'all, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. It is the Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. I'm going to let you guys get up out of here and enjoy your Friday night. Just always remember, this is GOAT James Kingdom. And you have now been exposed by The Exposer.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.